Okay, everyone, welcome. Voodoo51292 here. I gotta move this camera down. Looking way over my head. Anyway, welcome to the official playthrough introduction video to Crysis 2. Um, we'll be starting this tonight. It is the night of Saturday, March the 26th. It's about 9 o'clock in the evening. And it's the first chance I've really had to actually play the game. As you can see, Dave is not here. As I said, he might be on my last channel update 10, but he could not make it tonight. So he is not here, it is just me, but we are going to start playing the game tonight. Crysis 2 is the sequel, obviously, to the first game, Crysis, which was released in 2007 by the game developer Crytek, and that game was originally only for PC. Funny thing is, with that game is everybody talked about how great the graphics looked on it, and it was, the best looking game on PC anywhere out there that you could find. And the funny thing is with that is that the graphics were actually so good for it that a lot of computers actually could not run the game because their processors or their graphics cards were just not good enough to support the insane graphics of the original Crysis. So no, I did not play the original Crysis. I tried to read the plot summary on it. It was extremely long, actually, but from what I gathered from it, basically, there was this island that there were some captives on, and these guys went over there to try to rescue them from the United States, and the guys came from the United States to try to go rescue them from this island, and apparently there were aliens on this island. And so basically, to wrap it up, you're fighting aliens, and everybody's wearing these great suits called nano suits, which from what I'm to understand provide some interesting abilities, some invisibility here and there, and things like that associated with these nano suits. I know this game is fighting aliens again, and a large portion of it, a combined part and portion. A large portion of the game is actually in New York City, so that should be pretty interesting, and looking forward to playing it. I've heard good things about it so far. I've heard good reviews, and now obviously I'm going to be starting the campaign tonight of Crysis 2, and I do want to play multiplayer. But here's the deal: when I saw this game was going to be published by EA, I got disappointed because I rent these games through GameFly, most of them, and so almost all of the EA titles that have been released over the last several months have all needed an online code in order to actually play online. It's called like the EA Online Pass or something like that, and so if you buy the game used or if you rent the game, you can't play online. The only way to, well, I guess if you buy a used game and the stupid guy before you didn't actually use the code for the game, then you could play it if you activate the code. But basically, unless you buy the game brand new, you cannot play online, which is pretty stupid. But that's what EA has been doing. So I thought that I was not going to be able to play the multiplayer. I was only going to be able to do campaign. But I was looking on the internet about this game, reading some reviews and things like that, and I decided to actually see, maybe there's a shot that you don't need actual code to play this game. So I typed in, do you need an online code to play Crysis 2 multiplayer? And some interesting articles came up that I read that actually said that Crytek, who developed the game, actually opted to not use the EA Online Pass system for their online. So from what I'm to understand, from some of the things I read, and I don't believe hardly anything I read on the internet, so I take it with a grain of salt. But I did read some things saying that you don't actually need a code to play Crysis 2 online. But I also read something about there's like one specific code you need that's universal. I don't know what they're talking about. So here's what I'm going to do. When I first start up the game, I'm going to be doing the campaign, but I'm going to hop on the online servers to start. I'm not going to play any online matches. Excuse me. I'm just curious to see whether or not I can actually get online with this game. We might find out as soon as we put the game in, because if you'll remember from my Dead Space 2 playthrough, when I started the game up, it prompted me to enter my EA Online Pass code, right off the bat when I first started the game. I do want to make a correction. I actually said that if you rent the game or buy the game used from EA, you can't play online. That's not actually true. You can actually buy a new online pass, but it's going to cost you $10. So if you rent the game or buy the game used, you don't have the online code, you can buy another one for $10, which is, again, ridiculous, but, I'm not going to pay $10 for a game that I'm going to play online for like a day and then send back. But anyway, I just wanted to make that correction so nobody, slammed me on it. But anyway, yeah, so when I start the game up, I'm going to hop onto the servers, and I just want to see if I can get into the matchmaking room or something like that and see if I'm actually going to be able to do the online or not, because I'm curious. But then, once I find out yes or no, I will back out and go into the campaign. So that's it for the introduction to Crysis 2. Just need to set up my PlayStation and adjust my camera, obviously, and we will begin the campaign playthrough of Crysis 2, hopefully followed by multiplayer. I'm not sure, but we'll find that out early on. So I hope you enjoyed Crysis 2, and I will see you with part 1.